We've got some new Disneyland updates this week, and there's a lot to get into. A major D23 event with new ticket tiers and announcements coming. A Disneyland After Dark event that still has tickets available. A big change to off-property transportation, and a seasonal dining experience that's back but not booking up like it normally does. Let's get into all the latest Disneyland updates. Hey everyone, I'm Julie from Main Street USA Studios. Let's get into this week's latest. The D23, the Ultimate Disney Fan Event, is happening August 14th through 16th in Anaheim, 2026. And this is Disney's official fan event, run by D23, which is the company's official fan club. It's basically where Disney pulls everything together in one place. You get major announcements about upcoming movies, Disney Plus shows, and especially the parks, often with first looks at new rides, lands, and future plans. And during the 3 main event days, each day has a different focus. And so Friday is centered on entertainment, so that's where you're going to see those big reveals tied to films and streaming. And then Saturday is the big one for theme park fans, so that's the big one for us, with a full showcase dedicated to Disney parks, experiences, and future projects. And so we'll be paying attention here because this is where you'll hear about things like new rides, new lands, and new parks. And then Sunday wraps everything up with the Disney Legend Ceremony, where Disney honors major figures who've had a lasting impact on the company. This year has some major names, including names like Dwayne Johnson, Lin-Manuel Miranda, Anne Hathaway, and Bob Iger himself. Outside of the main panels, there's also a massive show floor with exhibits, interactive experiences, and Disney archive displays with real props and costumes. This area is really fun. And one of the fan favorite events coming back is the Mouse-Parade, which is Disney's official cosplay competition, where fans go all out with their costumes. So now tickets are a little more layered this year though, and it really depends on what kind of access you want. First, you need a D23 Gold membership just to buy tickets starting March 31st, and that starts at $49.99 per year. And so if you have that, then the most basic option for D23 is the Fan Pass, which gets you into the convention center. And those start at $49 for an afternoon ticket, about $99 for a full day, or $297 for all 3 days. And that's not going to get you into the big headline presentations at the Honda Center. If you want access to those major showcases, the movie panel, the parks panel, and the Legend Ceremony, you need what's called an Ultimate Fan Pass. So those Ultimate Fan Passes start around $99 for a single day and go up depending on your seat level, with 3-day options ranging from about $297 into the mid-hundreds depending on your section. And then at the top tier, there's the Preferred Fan Pass, which starts around $1,299 and can go up to about $2,600. So those include floor seating for the big presentations, plus perks like preferred viewing and access to limited edition merchandise opportunities. Overall, it's a pretty tiered system, starting with just access to the expo floor, going all the way up to premium seating for the biggest announcements, and getting to meet and see Bob Iger. There's also a D23 day at Disneyland on August 13th, the day before the main convention starts, where the parks become part of the celebration with added experiences and themed moments. Now, these are events that you can access with a Disneyland or DCA ticket. Overall, we're super excited. This has really grown into one of Disney's biggest fan events, and there's lots of announcements and fun, and it's a really fun, exciting place to be for Disney fans. Also coming up, Disneyland After Dark event for Disney Channel Nite. Disney Channel Nite is happening on April 12th, 14th, and 16th, and as of now, it's actually not sold out. And tickets are running about $159 to $169, depending on the night, and like other After Dark events, you get a smaller crowd, shorter wait times, special entertainment, and some exclusive food. So Disney Channel Nite is leaning heavily into the Disney Channel nostalgia. So think of the music, dance parties, and themes from things like High School Musical, Descendants, and Camp Rock. And Disney also announced some of the food this week, including an ice cream taco, a s'mores funnel cake, Power Lime, so that's Powerline from Goofy's movie, and a peanut butter and jelly cookies sandwich. Now, if you're wondering why this one isn't sold out yet, we're guessing it's because it's a more niche theme. After Dark events like Star Wars Night or Sweethearts Night tend to appeal to a broader crowd, while Disney Channel is a little more specific. But on the other hand, it's actually one of the After Dark events where you can still grab tickets last minute. And a quick update to a story we covered a couple months ago about the Art Shuttles. Now we know exactly what's replacing them. Remember, the ART buses stands for Anaheim Resort Transportation. Those were a paid shuttle system that connected Disneyland, the convention center, and dozens of nearby hotels, mainly for guests staying off property. That system is officially ending March 31st, this Tuesday. And the city of Garden Grove is stepping in with a new, more limited shuttle service. This new route will serve specific hotels, including the Great Wolf Lodge of Southern California, Hyatt Regency Orange County, Embassy Suites by Hilton Anaheim South, Sheraton Garden Grove Anaheim South, and the Delta Hotels by Marriott Anaheim Garden Grove, along with a few other nearby properties. So instead of a big loop system like the old ART had, this shuttle will run a little bit more directly, picking up from those hotels and dropping off at the Disneyland Resort. The drop-off at Disneyland Resort is in the transportation area near Harbor Boulevard. This is a much more direct, hotel-based system. And this is good news for those staying off property. It's designed to be more sustainable, but it won't cover as many locations. But it'll get you from many of the hotels in Garden Grove to the parks. A quick reminder, Goofy's Kitchen Springtime Buffet is about to kick off starting next Thursday, April 2nd at the Disneyland Hotel. And we now have a better look at what's new this year. Disney just revealed these springtime character outfits, and they're once again going all in on bright, colorful looks, with Clarabelle returning to the lineup. Starts at $69 for breakfast, $74 for brunch, and $79 for dinner, with kids' prices ranging from $39 to $42. Plus that automatic 18% gratuity at this location. And again, this one is also not booked up, which is pretty unusual for a seasonal Goofy's Kitchen experience. So if you were thinking about going, this might be a good time to grab a reservation before that changes. Major news in closure and construction updates starting at Disneyland this week. Jungle Cruise remains closed through early March. Roger Rabbit will close tomorrow on March 30th with no reopening date. The monorail closes tomorrow, March 30th as well. This seems like at least a few-week closure at this point, it looks like, according to the calendar. Buzz Lightyear closes April 13th. The Milk Stand just reopened on Friday. We've not been able to check it out for timeline changes yet, but we will report back as soon as possible. The big news this week is that both Pirates of the Caribbean and the Blue Bayou restaurant are closing on May 4th. So that whole area will be closed, and we do not have any idea when either of these are going to be reopening, and we don't know what they are closing for. Most likely a regular refurbishment, but we're not sure based on the calendar at this point. But then over at DCA, Grizzly River Run surprised us and reopened a few days ago. It had been on the refurb calendar through April, but it was filled with water and reopened this week, which is awesome because of the many heat waves lately in Anaheim. It did seem like this one was going to be closed for maybe 4+ months, but at this point it looks like it was just about a 3-month closure. Inside Out Emotional Whirlwind is also surprising us in the other direction. It keeps pushing out its reopening date, and now it's closed for early May when it was meant to be open last week, according to the Disney refurb calendar. And then Toy Story Midway Mania closes April 6th. Silly Symphony Swing closes April 27th. And in Downtown Disney, a reminder again that the Esplanade is heavily under construction for the new Portos, but that path from World of Disney's stores east and into the Esplanade is now open, and you don't have to double back up that tram ramp anymore.
Thanks so much for watching, everyone. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe for more.